Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So today I'm going to be talking about potential trade options for Trent Williams and some Trent Williams news. So if you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. Turn the notifications on so you never miss important Redskins and NFL news. So let's get into it. So as you guys know, the Redskins are exploring trade options for Trent Williams, and it's been pretty. There's been teams that are interested, but not for the price that the Redskins are asking for. And so this is where we tie in the Vikings. The Vikings franchise tagged Anthony star safety Anthony Harris on Monday, and he with this, they're trying to get him a long-term deal done, but they haven't been able to do that. So they are exploring trade options for Anthony Harris, and a bunch of other sources have said it, but this one in particular has some more specific stuff, so I'll read that. The Vikings are expected to trade safety Anthony Harris. A deal could be done as soon as next week. Minnesota is looking to acquire an offensive lineman in return for Anthony Harris. So how does that tie in the Redskins? Well, the Vikings need an offensive lineman, and the Redskins have an offensive lineman to trade, Trent Williams, who is definitely better than any tackle they have. Riley Reef on the he would replace Riley Reef on at left tackle, or maybe he could switch to right tackle if needed. But I do think that it's possible that we get Anthony Harris back, but most likely would get a second round pick and maybe Riley Reef. I don't know, but I do think it's definitely possible for us to get Anthony Harris. If you guys don't know, Anthony Harris, obviously safety, plays strong safety and free safety, had 6 interceptions last year. 6 interceptions, played 14 games. He's a stud. Graded. I know PFF, like I said, isn't super reliable, but was the highest graded safety last year on PFF. Very good in coverage, tackling, everything. And his trade market is around a second round pick, or his trade value is like a second round pick, just like Trent Williams. They both kind of want a second round pick for each other, so it'd be ideal. I mean, they could kind of cancel each other out, or maybe the Redskins give them a late round pick, or the Vikings give us a late round pick too. It doesn't really matter depending on what each team values each player. But I think that could happen because we do need a safety to pair uh, with Landon Collins. We did sign Sean Davis, but Anthony Harris is a lot better than Sean Davis, and Sean Davis can be some depth. But if we do trade for Anthony Harris, Monte Nicholson definitely gone. Troy Apke might not be gone because of special teams, but still probably will be gone. So let's look at Anthony Harris's stats. I already kind of said it before, but we'll look at it again. So 6 interceptions last year on 23 targets, only 15 completions against him, 65 completion percentage against him, which isn't amazing for Anthony Harris, but when you only have 15 completions against you, like that's pretty good. That's less than a completion or more than only one completion a game pretty much because he played 14 games. Only allowed 150 yards last year, which is crazy. And had quarterbacks had a 44.2 passer rating when throwing against him, which is crazy. That's really good coverage. And no touchdowns allowed, so very good all around. 60 tackles, only a 4% missed tackle rate, so that's pretty good too. Is just a stud, and I would love to add him to our team because if you think about it, let's say we somehow get a second round pick from the Browns, even the Vikings or the Jets or the Bucks, whatever. A second round pick for Trent Williams. The chances we get a player like Anthony Harris in the second round are slim to none. So when you can get guaranteed talent, you always want to get that instead of getting the potential talent at that second round or third round pick. So this could definitely be a possibility. I also think it's possible that we trade Trent Williams to the Vikings for a second round pick and Riley Reef, or a third round pick and Riley Reef. Riley Reef is their left tackle. He's an average left tackle, isn't great, but I think he's definitely better than anything we can go after right now. Maybe Kelvin Beachum's better, but besides that, he would still be a decent starter, and we'd also get a second or third round pick with that, which would be great. So I'll go look at our team and our cap space and everything and see how it would work out. So let's go trade Trent Williams to the Vikings for, we'll first do Anthony Harris, which definitely not the most realistic option, but is definitely an option. Wait, sorry. I don't know. Okay, there we go. So his cap hit is 11.4 million. So we would save about $1 million. And yeah, that would be a really good scenario for us, I think. It isn't a uh, incredible like position that we need, but it would be a huge upgrade over what we have. And yeah, one of the best players in the NFL, best safeties in the NFL. Only problem would be paying him, but we do have enough money, and you can't pass up on talent like that. So next scenario would be Riley Reef. So we would save exactly 1.5 mil, but we would also probably get a second round pick. I do not like paying Riley Reef this much, but if that's what it takes to get a second round pick, and we would also be getting a serviceable left tackle to protect Dwayne Haskins. So not bad. Not that I would much rather have Anthony Harris, but that's definitely a possibility. Let's go through some other possibilities. Let's go to the Bucks and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And so they just got Tom Brady, and they're going to need a left tackle to protect him, even a right tackle too. So Trent Williams could switch to right tackle. It's not too much of a difference switching sides. So let's go and try to get OJ Howard, who is very good tight end, 500 yards, is still very young, 500 yards last year, so still very young, can still be developed. And I think with a quarterback like Dwayne Haskins, who just he's not afraid to throw the ball, I think it would be a good fit with him, and saves us a lot of money too. That saves us 10 million. And if we can get OJ Howard and maybe a fourth round pick, that would be incredible because we would fill a position of need and get a mid round pick to spend on another position, maybe even tight end. And that would be ideal. I think that's one of our better scenarios with that Anthony Harris trade. Third round pick would probably be unrealistic, but I think we could get a fourth or fifth round pick with OJ Howard. And then you could also do another tight end on that team who is pretty good, nothing amazing, better than what we have, around 300 yards last year, 4 touchdowns. Cameron Brate. So maybe we could go with Cameron Brate and a third round pick for Trent Williams, or Cameron Brate and a third and like maybe a sixth round pick for Trent Williams. I think that would also be good. Cameron Brate isn't anything special. We would definitely still need to draft a tight end this year in the draft, but he would be our best tight end, and I think also getting a third round pick and a late round pick would be great. I think this is realistic. And then you got the Jets are another possibility, but they've been signing a lot of tackles, so I don't think it would happen, but they probably could give us 2/3. So let's go with the last team. He hasn't been rumored here, but the Los Angeles Chargers could use a left tackle. They have a good right tackle in Bulaga, but if we could get Hunter Henry, and maybe like fifth or sixth round pick for Trent Williams, that would be incredible. I don't think they would do this because they're not necessarily in win now mode. But here's the thing though. If they are thinking about trading, or if they're thinking about drafting, let's say Justin Herbert, or trading up for Tua Tagovailoa, or any of these other quarterbacks, Jordan Love, then you want to have a very good offensive line to protect your rookie QB, because we saw with Dwayne Haskins, he struggled last year in the beginning because he didn't have a good offensive line, and he did get a lot better at the end of the year, but with a better O line, your rookie QB is going to play a lot better. So that would make sense if they're thinking about drafting a QB early, and even if they aren't, getting a left tackle is very good anyways. But those are my scenarios for you guys. Let me know what you guys think is the most realistic one, and two, which one you want the most. In my opinion, I think Harris would be great, but probably the one that I want the most is OJ Howard in the third, just because you got your tight end position, or not OJ Howard in the third, OJ Howard in the fourth or fifth, because you resolve that tight end position and you get another pick. So that's me. Another team rumored before, Browns, could give up a second or third round pick. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be having a couple videos out in the next couple of days. If any news, we sign anyone, I'll post that. Also, I'm going to be doing a free agency grade tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace.